I'd be very keen on Barry Connell's horse here, Good Land.
Good Land.
I thought he was the most impressive maiden hurdle winner nearly of the season in Leopardstown at Christmas. As soon as he let him down, away he went. Good horses in behind him that day, Search for Glory, Embassy Gardens. And I thought stepping up to 2-6 at Dublin Racing Festival didn't really suit him. I thought he was the wrong side of Keen the whole way around, and he just about lasted home. The other two horses that raced up with the pace were beaten out the gate. And come back furlong, triple suit him, jumps very well. Bit of a now horse, I'd say. I don't know he's the kind of horse that's going to progress with time. He's 7 already. But no, I'd be very keen on him now in the Ballymore.
Jeez, you're writing off horses left, right and centre here. This time next year,
who
Constitution Hill is gone, Good Land is gone.
Well, I don't care about whatever about Constitution Hill. I care a lot about Good Land this year.
Okay, so Good Land for Tony Keenan at 5-1 in the Ballymore. Rob, this is a real open race. A lot of the novice hurdles this year are open. Have you a strong opinion on it?
Yeah, I agree. It is wide open. I think Gaelic Warrior stepping up in trip is very, very interesting. Good Land, I agree, was very good at Christmas and again at the Dublin Racing Festival. I think he's got a big chance, especially on good ground. I like In the Pocket. He'll probably run in this. Grade 2 winner over 2.5. He'll be ridden not to get there too soon. I think he's overpriced at 12-1. He was good second to the Tétomp at the Dublin Racing Festival over 2 mile, which is way too sharp for him. And I think stepping up in trip at 12-1, he's great each way value. I can't see him at the first 3.
He did very well to win the Navan Novice Hurdle at Naas, which is actually right. It sounds like it's a misprint, but it's not. The Navan Novice Hurdle was run at Naas this year. He did well to win it that day, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He should have won very easily.
It was handed to him on a plate.
Really?
Sure, Jesus, the other car should have won 3-card brag.
Okay.
She opened it up like the Red Sea for him.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have taken the gap when it was there. He should have waited a bit longer.
He should have fucking opened the gap. He should have put her out to the rail.
What did Rachel say after she came in on that day?
She said she was sorry.
I'd say that.
No, I think
does he work like a good horse in the pocket?
He does. He shows plenty of pace. 2 mile is way too sharp for him, and I think stepping up in trip, this was really suit him. He'll be a good gallop on. He'll settle away. And I just think at the price of 12-1, he's overpriced. I think he's great each way bet.
And I know another man who thinks he's overpriced. Jonny Dineen. You're a big fan of In the Pocket.
Yeah, I fancy In the Pocket here. I think it's a good chance. Yeah, it is an open race. It is an open race. No question doubt about it. You could pick anyone of 4 or 5, but I think 3-card brag is a really good horse. And anything
that was 3 reallys.
Yeah, I think he's a top horse. I think 3-card brag and the ground was soft that day and age. I think on soft ground, 3-card brag is nigh on unbeatable, and your man was able to take him out. So I definitely think he has a chance. And back at the trip here, I think he's a big runner. I'm not that keen on Imperial Pass myself. I don't know. There's something about that horse. He's beaten absolutely zero. He's very sharp price anyway. He'd probably go off favourite even once Paul Townend probably picks him. And Gaelic Warrior, to me, any horse that'll shift right at hurdles here, and it's going to lose. It's certainly to lose 3 or 4 lengths going round, and he's surely not that much better than the rest of the opposition. Good Land is a good chance, all right, definitely, yeah, definitely. But I look, it's an open race, but I'll go with In the Know anyway, or In the Pocket, I should say.
In the pocket.
Yeah.
Dennis, it's an interesting race. Obviously, Willie has got plenty of cards here with Gaelic Warrior and Imperial Pass. Champ Kiley is another one as well. Could this go to Clydesutton, Sutton, do you think?
I'm a huge fan of Champ Kiley, actually. I thought he got a brilliant ride in the Lawlers, but he's a very good horse. And I would give him a huge chance here, Champ Kiley. The race in Naas In the Pocket is a good horse, and 3-card brag is a good horse. He's not furnished yet. He's not quite there, but I do fancy him maybe for the Albert Bartlett if he went there. And the horse that was third in that same race is Absolute Notions, who finished second in a Grade 1 at Dublin Racing Festival. But that was a good race. Now a good line of form. But Barry Collins' horse impressed me in Leopardstown. I have to say, Good Land. If you nailed me down to ride one, I'd say I'd probably ride him because he's very uncomplicated. He could have got Keen. I thought Michael gave him a good ride. He was calm on him. He could have got Keen, and he's not going to have. I know I went with Marine National, but he hasn't run since the Royal Bond. That would frighten me a small bit. But the fact that this Good Land ran at the Dublin Racing Festival, so he won't. At least it's not too far from Cheltenham Festival. I'd probably give him a great chance, Goodland. He looked top class material to me now.
So you'd have Goodland ahead of Marine National as regards Barry's 2 horses, yeah?
Yeah, and I'd have Sham Kiley in there for a place in this as well.
Excellent. Peter, what do you like in the Ballymore?
Yeah, Imperial Pass, I suppose you could pick plenty of holes in his form. You just beat Noel's mare, which wouldn't be one of the top fillies around. And then I think Goodland is very good. As everyone's saying, he ran plenty keen in Leopardstown. I think the drop back and trip and the sharper track where you're sure they're going to go good gallop, I think it'll all play to his favour. He's a good jumper, and he actually says that well. I think he has a great chance, and he's a bit of a price too. He's a great each way bet even, but I actually think he could win it.
Excellent. There we go. David, right. We've a lot to get through here in a very short space of time, okay? Imperi Pass, Gaelic Warrior and Champ Kiley are likely to be your 3 runners, is that right?
Yeah, at the moment they'd be 3 definites, I'd say, yeah.
Right. I want you to rank them. Number 1 is?
I'm going to go with Imperi Pass.
Number 2?
Gaelic Warrior.
And number 3, Champ Kiley.
Kiley.
Okay. What is so good about Imperi Pass?
I think there's just huge potential there. I think you're only seeing half the horse of what he is. He won a 2 mile 3. Listen, it was the worst maiden hurdle ever run that he won. All he had to do was stand up to win. But I thought a good performance going back to 2 mile, which I didn't think would really suit. I think there's just so much under the bonnet. I think he can improve hugely again for the step up and trip. And the more racing he does, I think the better he's going to get.
He's a brilliant jumper as well.
A very good jumper, yeah. And as I say, he saves plenty for himself. I think there's just plenty there with him the whole time.
Okay, and just a line on the other 2, Gaelic Warrior.
Gaelic Warrior
has been there.
He wants to trip, but I'd be afraid he might run a little bit too keen. I know he's jumped left. He went around Otay a good few times before he came, and he was straight. We've had his back looked at, and we've done a little job on it, so hopefully that'll sort that out. Champ Kiley's a very good horse, but again, just mightn't get it as easy on the front end all the way. And again, he might just do it a little bit too much. It'd be my worry about him. Hermes Allen, I thought he was absolutely no good. Even when he won in Cheltenham, I thought he was no good. He won the Challow after or whatever, so maybe he's better than I'm giving him credit for. I do like Goodland. I think he's a very good horse. I'm just afraid the horses that run in the 2 mile 6 race in Leopardstown, Dublin Festival weekend, I think they have an average record when they've gone to Cheltenham. I know Vanilla finished 10th in it one year and came out and won, but he wasn't competitive in the race. His race was over early, so he didn't have a hard race. I think it takes a lot out of them sometimes.
Latest exhibition ran well in the Albert Bartlett after.
Yeah, but did he win?
No.
Thanks.
No. He was second to Monkfish, though.
Yeah. So that'd be my little concern about Goodland.
Okay, but you're a big fan of Imperi Pass.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, and you think he definitely goes here?
I'd say unless something happens drastically to Fasselveg in the next 2 weeks, one will go one way, one will go the other.
Brilliant. We'll go across the line again. Johnny, your fancy in the Ballymore was?
In the pocket.
David is Imperi Pass. Peter?
Goodland each way.
Dennis?
Goodland.
Puppy?
In the pocket each way.
Goodland.
Goodland, there we go. Okay, an interesting Ballymore, and it's Hermes Allen for me, would you believe? And don't forget, it is money back all losers in the Ballymore with Boyle Sports. Check out the Boyle Sports app from March 1st for full details. So if you back the loser of the Ballymore, and hopefully you don't, you get your money back with Boyle Sports. That is the Ballymore.
Get in on the action with epic offers from Boyle Sports on every race, every day of the Cheltenham Festival. Epic Cheltenham with Boyle Sports. It's time to switch.